Today is actually International Day of the Midwife, and it's my first day in my midwifery career that I've not been at work for the celebrations, which feels quite sad. But I've been rostered for a few shifts, and then the last 2 years I've gone in to actually set up the celebrations and organise them. And honestly, I'm just getting a little bit fed up of getting and doing a lot of work in my own time, which I'm still doing, but I didn't want to go in for 4 hours unpaid again. So I made sure to have some plans today so that I didn't get tempted to go in. And I'm actually going to Warwick Castle with my cousin-in-law and my nephew. We were supposed to go a couple of months ago, but it fell through. So we're going today and I'm very excited. Made it to the castle and I'm just on Sog Playground, which I think it's more for older children, to be honest, but still fun. Got my coat on because it's easier to carry, but it is hot and the coat has been on and off all day, but it's been lovely. We're just sort of heading to the exit, but I'm just going past all the like Zog stuff on the way home. I think my nephew's probably a little bit too young to do it all, but it looks really good actually. So we've just got back to my cousin's house. We've had a lovely day, but I'm absolutely shattered. We've actually just ordered a Chinese takeaway, which I'm very excited about because that's what I was planning to get anyway, but by myself on the way home. And instead I'm gonna have it with everyone else, which is nice. We're just watching something called Tiddler, which I think is like a Gruffalo spin-off with my nephew, while his dad's upstairs working and my cousin's gone to get the dog. So yeah.
No, want it.
Okay, which one?
Have a rat.
Say it again.
Have a rat.
Hooray rat.
Rat.
We've only got, there is no hooray rat. Snail in the way?
Don't know.
So there's either the Smeds and the Snooze.
I'm going to the spoons.
The Smeds and the Smooths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Spaceship. Ooh.
Spaceship.
Are they
Planet.
turnip?
Planet.
Oh, planet. Clever boy.
No, that was planet. Oh.
Crazy. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have just got home and I am absolutely shattered. It's almost 9:30 and I'm just going to get ready for bed and go straight to sleep. I think I might watch an episode of The Handmaid's Tale, but more likely I will fall asleep halfway through, so I might not get very far. I was supposed to be staying up tonight until like 2 o'clock, which is what I tried to do before my first night shift, just because then I can have a lie-in tomorrow, because I'm really struggling to nap before my first night shift recently. But I don't think that's going to happen, so I think I will probably just have to have a nap tomorrow afternoon. I am running incredibly late and I know I shouldn't be taking the time to vlog, but this is just my life and I like to record it. So I've just finished 2 day shifts, a day off in Warwick Castle, which was very busy and tiring, and then 3 night shifts. So I'm absolutely shattered, but I've woken up a little bit earlier than planned. The sun is shining and I'm actually heading into town for a friend's leaving party. One of my colleagues is from Italy and she's actually going back because she's going to have a little break from midwifery, which I think a lot of people need every once in a while. But I'm running late. As usual, I ended up having a bit of a work email situation to deal with and I don't want to deal it while I'm away for the weekend, so I wanted to get it done and it took a lot longer than I expected. So I'm just heading off now. I'm hoping the traffic will be okay. I should make it if it's like a good traffic, but I set off at this time for a date a few weeks ago and ended up being an hour late, so hopefully I'm not in that situation today. I've just got back from my friend's leaving party. It was so nice. I literally thought we'd probably be there like 2 hours because it was a bottomless brunch at Picture and Piano, which was 5 till 7. I rang in advance to say that I don't drink, so they said I could just order anything from the menu instead and then it would be a separate tab, which is fine. So mine ended up being 23 something, I think, for like 2 drinks and a main course, which I was very pleased with. And then we just stayed there for like another 2.5 hours, so it's nearly 10 o'clock. I've just got home. I was going to head to Wakefield tonight, but I think it's probably best if I wash my hair, have a decent night's sleep here in my own bed, pack and load the car in the morning and then head over, rather than going now, even though I do prefer driving at dark and I prefer the quiet roads. But yeah, I don't think it's a good idea after just finishing nights and not sleeping very well and having a bad neck and all the other things in my life that are going on, because I won't set off properly until 11:30. So yeah, I think I'm going to go in the morning. Anyway, it's been a really nice night. Everyone was really nice. It was great to chat to people, lovely to catch up with like different people that I don't normally speak to. And it's just nice to see people outside of work. I don't get that very often. We didn't get dessert, so I'm going to have my brownie that's going out of date tomorrow, and then have a shower, wash my hair and get ready for bed. It is another beautiful sunny day and I am just heading off to Leeds. I'm actually in so much pain. I'm trying to hold back the tears, but my back, my neck, my arm is absolutely killing me. My neck's been hurting for the last sort of 3 days. I think I just slept on it funny in between night shifts. But this morning and pretty much all of last night, I woke up constantly with like agony at the bottom of my back. And then my neck felt a little bit better this morning, and then when I pulled on my shorts to wear under my dress, I clicked something and it came back 10 times worse. I'm heading to Leeds today. I'm going to see my mum this morning, and then I'm going to Leeds City Centre with my cousins later this afternoon. We're having a nice meal and then supposed to be going axe throwing. Just holding up the camera is killing me, so we'll see how it goes. I've also tried to do my like curling hair routine again, and it's not quite gone to plan. I mean, I feel like it looks fine for the summer, but it's just a bit of a mess, so we'll see what happens when I get there. I think I shared like a month ago maybe that I did curls, and it was like my favourite look with short hair, and I was really looking forward to doing it again and again, and then I've done it 2 more times since. First time was too curly, so I had to wear it up because it was just a crazy bush, and this time the curls have literally fallen out within 10-15 minutes, so I'm not sure what's happened. I really loved it the first time, and since then it's not quite gone to plan. Getting in this car is bloody boiling. It says it's 24 degrees and I think it's probably about 18 when you're walking outside, but yeah, very hot in the car. I'm really trying not to touch the hair and make the curls fall out even more, but it's so tempting because I always touch my hair, I always play with my hair, which some people get very irritated about on the when watching these vlogs, but it's just a habit that I have. So I am back at my mum's now. I had a relatively smooth drive, to be honest. There wasn't any like roadworks for the first time in probably like 2 years, but there was pedestrians on the road a couple of occasions, so it went down to 40 miles an hour for about a junction each time, which was a little bit annoying. I've quickly changed into my dress for this evening. I was a little bit unsure about what to wear because you have to wear covered shoes for the axe throwing, which is what we're doing after we've eaten, and I only really have thick boots, my trainers or flip-flops. I don't have anything in between, or heels. I don't have anything else in between, so I was like, what do I wear that goes with the trainers, because that's the only shoe I could really wear, but everyone else says they're taking a spare change of shoes, so I'm going to wear my heels with this dress, and then just for the axe throwing switch into trainers. My hair on the other hand, honestly I'm just going to leave it. I know it looks a little bit crazy, a little bit messy, but I feel like it's kind of summer and I can get away with it. My mum's got the sunbeds out. She's not put the padding back on from overnight, but I'm definitely considering getting one for my house, just because I think it would be so nice to read and sit outside and just enjoy the garden. And then the dogs have a paddling pool set up for them. This is the full length of the dress with the leg slits. I actually bought this for Hawaii, so you can see it's like a tropical print, and I absolutely loved it when I wore it on the cruise. Just got back to the farm from my cousin's day. I've left my 2 cousins and their husbands in Leeds, going to more bars and more clubs. And then I was wanting to leave before the last bar, but they promised me dessert, which then never happened. And my sister and her boyfriend ended up leaving at the same time. So we got the train back together, which was nice. They're just going 4 stops further down.